What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who have made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall to those C-suite and senior level positions. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes
What's up? What's up?
and Levon Maynard.
How the hell are ya?
There it is. So we have another great show for you today. Today, we're going to lean into some mobile news, and I give it to Levon.
All right, so we have a fresh new article for you guys today. Essentially, this article is from the Android police. Good old Android. You always can count on those devices for you. You know, all those Apple users out there need to recognize what the real power resides. Nah, I just
Always
joke.
hating on
I
the
jest.
apples. On the apples.
But courtesy of Android police from Cody Toombs, T-Mobile was the first carrier to activate anti-spoofing technology with all other major carriers. So essentially, what they've done, T-Mobile has a new milestone in the war of spam and calls and texts. They've established the stir/shaken support with all major networks in the U.S. And what stir/shaken is, the acronym stands for Secure Telephony Identity Revisited. And shaken stands for signature-based handling of asserted information using tokens. Whew. So essentially, what it does is it's able to identify, like, essentially these when you get those spam calls, you get like a number that calls you and it's trying to like get you to increase your insurance in your vehicle or some other random malarkey. This system is designed to be able to identify those calls. Sometimes people will like actually mask their phone numbers when they're calling you to make it look like it's from your area code, and so that you pick up the line thinking it's somebody close to you that's trying to reach out. What this program will do essentially is it's going to better and be able to identify when there's a fake call coming to your phone. It's not necessarily going to block the calls, but it'll say, "Hey, this is a spam call from this masked number that they're trying to like trick you." So you can easily look at your phone and say, "Oh, I can ignore that." And I think that I don't think I mentioned in this article, I'm not sure, but I think that they are going to, build a infrastructure that they can actually just block those calls entirely, so that you don't have to worry about them, making it to your phone or even have to ignore them. Um, but this is like the first major carrier to actually implement this system, and they are obviously going to hopefully branch out to the other carriers. Uh, talking about the AT&Ts and the Verizons, so that they can also be up to the latest, greatest security of their, using this protocol to defend against these spammers or spoofers, would whatever you want to call them. But yeah, they're one of the first ones to do it, and I'm glad that I not to hype up T-Mobile too much, but I do use T-Mobile, and they already have some systems in place for spam blocking that I think have been working pretty well for me, to identify some of the calls, and some of them slip through, but I think the system will probably make it even harder, make it even better for us as consumers to be able to prevent these spoofers and spammers from calling us and trying to hassle us, trying to do some stuff around the house, and also I get these calls from out of nowhere from these spammers. So now it's be able to identify them and prevent them from hassling you. But what you guys think about this? You guys got some thoughts?
Go ahead, Ryan.
So when I think about it, because I'm T-Mobile as well, right? So I think we've established T-Mobile owns this show. I wish they would start paying. That's what I wish. When I think about it, it feels like a verified check on like Twitter. You know what I mean? Like you have those verified checks that lets me know that, hey, this is a real person that represents whatever industry that they say they're from. And then I can trust their content, but that's different. In this case, like it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. I'll get like at least one less your car warranty is expired phone call. I didn't get a lot to begin with. I did get a few, and it used to make me mad because like, well, it's obviously spam. Like it should have been scam likely. So I think this is a pretty cool initiative. I think that the acronym, I think they made the acronym before they made the words that went behind the acronym, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's a good initiative. And I hope that other companies do pick it up. Even though I don't support them necessarily because I haven't had another carrier since AT&T, maybe, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. So all I know is T-Mobile, and they do a pretty good job, like I said. So it's good that they're going to fix this on the underlying, because someone out there is getting, like, for them to keep doing these robocalls, someone is getting scammed. It has to be working on at least enough people to make it worth money to do it. I don't know who these people are. I don't know who thinks their current warranty has expired, but I think it's a good thing. I can only see positives come out of this. What about you, Shannon?
So yeah, I haven't been with T-Mobile about 3 years actually. Now I think about it, I'm pushing 3 years being with T-Mobile. Um, but I've noticed lately. So like, it was like clockwork. Every day around lunchtime, I would get one of those warranty calls. Like it was like clockwork. Like my phone would ring and I wouldn't even have to look at it. I'm like, that is a car warranty one. And I like if me and the wife were sitting together, I just put it on speaker. I'd be like, or sometimes we just make a little bet. Like, what do you think? I was like, I say car warranty. She'd be like, no, it could be resorts, right? So it's one of those things where it'd be one of those two. Like, oh, you want a resort trip? Blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't know what happened, but I'm noticing lately they have been very much less frequent. And when I say lately,
Yeah.
I'm talking about within the last probably 3 weeks or so, right? Like I have not been getting a lot of them. Now, still one gets through every so often, and the thing is, yeah, it's one of those. It's from so like I live in Colorado, but my phone number is not a Colorado number, right? It's from a previous duty station, previous uh uh what do you call it, area code. So I'll see it, and I'm like, I don't know too many people from that area code, and anybody that I know that I talk to, they're in my phone as a contact anyway, right? So
Mhm.
it ain't somebody I know more than likely, right? If it's work, it's going to be a Colorado number, so that's automatic eliminates that. But this is a good
Yeah.
thing.
So what'd you do 3 weeks ago though? Like you joined a better place.
I don't think it's because of that. I'm not
So
gonna say,
yeah, it was like, oh, he obviously has class.
but
We should leave him alone.
but the provider was still the same. Like the service provider for my phone was still the same. That didn't change up. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right. Same
yeah,
phone number, same,
He's
yeah.
like,
same
oh man, he
provider.
put you on a pedestal. Like they were like you were down here. They were like he's an Android user, and then they were like, oh no, he's an Apple user. We should leave him alone.
You could
Obviously
be
his car
right.
warranty is up to date.
You could be
No, they're
right.
like, oh, he bought Apple. He must not have any more money. So
Oh,
he got no more money
that
enough.
too. That
Look,
He
too.
got no
Yeah.
more
I
money left.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been Android so long. There was some different things I had to purchase. I was like, man, this ain't the same. I can't just get a USB-C. Come on now.
Right, right. You gotta get all
I've
accessories. You
had
gotta
it for
get the
so long. Yeah.
Oh no,
cable.
that's a nightmare. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. We only talk about the good things.
Yeah, yeah. I'm only gonna get so many accessories. Like I only need so many, right?
Yeah.
But no, this is a good thing, and like the article states, right? Like they got 3 months. This was an act that the FCC is enforcing, right? Or the FCC put up, right? If I'm not, was it the Trace Act? Is what it's called? Trace Act.
Yes.
Yeah, and they got a June 30th deadline that was mandated by the FCC. So, I mean, T-Mobile is getting ahead of the game, and that's good, right? Like you like for your provider to be proactive instead of reactive, and then something goes wrong 2 weeks before the deadline and it affects you somehow, whatever. You know what I mean? But no, this is not a bad thing, and like you're saying, Ryan, I don't know how people are. I don't want to say falling for this, like, but I mean, I don't know if you call me after I get a new car and tell me my warranty is up, like I'm gonna be like, nah, that ain't the deal. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, it was every day like clockwork, and I'm not exaggerating when I say daily. It was daily, man. It was just crazy. So yeah, good on T-Mobile. Like I'm not going anywhere because of it, right? My price is good, my service is good. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I got no issues with the carrier. Again, they should start paying us because we don't complain enough about them. Unlike other companies, we said we have to have a bias against because they always do something wrong. T-Mobile's always done me right. Yeah, I don't know who's falling for it, but it has to be somebody because like they have to pay for these blocks of numbers. Like it's a whole seedy underground market of buying blocks of numbers to make phone calls to trick people into giving them money. Somebody's doing it. I think it's funny because I don't have a car right now. I had to sell my car because I didn't want it to sit in the driveway while I was doing my tour overseas. And I was still getting the calls. They're like, "Hey, your car warranty is expired." So obviously they're not associated with anything. So it's just
Right.
blanket to people.
Yeah. Right.
I was like, "That's
Assuming you got a
hilarious."
call.
Like,
Yeah.
I was still getting them after I purchased a new car. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna call me the day after I bring it into my garage? Like, you telling me my warranty is up? Like,
Right.
nah, it ain't.
yeah. The
It
two just not associated. I think they just literally just call a block of people. But they're not. So I don't understand how that system works now. I can admit years after the fact, I worked for a telemarketing company just prior to joining the military, it was a stopgap because I was delayed. My delayed enlistment was delayed further. So I worked at a bank. I quit, put my 2 weeks in, supposed to leave, didn't leave, needed money. So I was like, okay, I'll sell magazines. So I was selling magazines, and that all auto dialing gig is not where it's at. I feel bad for anybody who's doing it. Like literally, like you don't get to take a break. Your phone just rings. Like it dials for you. You hang up, or they hang up on you because you can't hang up. You have to keep talking to hang up on you, and then it starts ringing again. Now they're calling the next person.
Wow.
So, I mean, at least these aren't real people doing it, but still,
That's crazy. What a life.
yeah. But no, that's all good stuff. I'll go ahead and bring us to the outro. So thank you for everyone who's listening. Thank you for all those who continuously listen to us and subscribe. Please share with your friends. Please join the Facebook group called The Other Side of the Firewall to just have a conversation. But you can reach all things The Other Side of the Firewall at www.theothersideofthefirewall.com, which will lead you to our Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can personally reach out to me. I am RY Security Guy. That's RY Security Guy on Twitter, LinkedIn, Clubhouse, IG, and TikTok. And Levon?
And you can hit me up at the Levon Maynard on the Twitters.
There it is. So hit us up. Please feel free to ask us questions. Somebody asked me a question the other day, and I actually made a video and I talked back to him. So I don't have a life right now. So if you got some questions, I'm trying to compile them all and make one big video. But he had enough material for me to talk for almost 10 minutes. So I made a video just dedicated to what he was asking. So it's called Ask Assist P. So plug in the show. It dropped this morning, so you'll be able to get it anytime. But that's all I got. So I'm done chilling. Y'all have a good day.
Take care, everyone.
Be easy.